Hey you guys, happy Wednesday. We made it through half of the week. Raised the roof. I know that is so cheesy, but we made it halfway through the week. I'm always excited about Wednesdays because I'm like, oh, 3 more days to go. Anyways, welcome to my channel. My name is Angela. If this is your first time here, today I'm going to be discussing some sunscreens with you guys that I think are perfect winter sunscreens. And what does that mean? We're going to jump into that. Really quickly, give me a big thumbs up. If you enjoyed this video, take the time to subscribe. It's really a great way to help support the channel. And hit the bell and let's jump into this sunscreen video. Really quickly, before I share my favorite fall and winter sunscreens with you guys, I want to talk really quickly and just really briefly because I know that I can like jabberwocky on and on and on. So I'm going to really try to keep this short. Angela, you're off to a horrible start. But if you are looking to change your skin and you are just getting into skincare and you are really excited about it and it's overwhelming and you're kind of stressed out, you know, because there's short form content and long form content, and you have people that's trying to educate people about products in 60 seconds versus, you know, 10 or 15 minutes, sometimes it can just be very overwhelming. So if you have not watched my very first ever, I don't know if it was a video or shorts, let me encourage you to go watch that. Now, this was about 5 years ago, and my skin is completely different, like completely different. And I don't say that to brag. I say that because of staying consistent and how hard I have worked to change my skin. So the most important thing that you are going to do for your skin is going to be 2 things. Number 1 is going to be to stay consistent with everything you do. Your AM, your PM skincare, and wearing your sunscreen. And number 2 is going to be wearing your sunscreen. I just did a persuasive speech in my speech class about wearing your sunscreen and how important it is to wear your sunscreen. Yes, keeping your face, you know, exfoliated with some type of acid, getting those antioxidants in, wearing, you know, the Fountain of Youth, the tretinoin, the retinaldehyde creams, all of that is going to give you results. But none of that is going to keep your machine well oiled unless you wear your sunscreen. So wear your sunscreen, which is why I wanted to do this video. You know, I am always going to be real and honest with you guys. And I don't wear my sunscreen every single day, but I want to clarify because I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't want to be a fraud, and if I'm not honest with you, then I would be a fraud. When I say don't wear my sunscreen, I mean the days when I know that I'm not going to be leaving the house. I don't have to work. I don't have to run errands. I don't have to do anything, and I don't have the greatest lighting in my house, so you know, the fear of the sun coming in, natural lighting is not really something that I have to worry about. That's the days when I do not wear my sunscreen. If I am ever going to be in front of a window or I'm going to be running in and out, I am always going to wear my sunscreen because, you guys, the sun's UV rays, as you all know, it's 99% of the reason behind melanoma, which is skin cancer, 99%. Not only that, and that's according to the American Cancer Society. Not only that, but it's also the biggest reason why you're going to have premature aging. One of the biggest complaints I have with my skin is my melasma and my hyperpigmentation. It is so hard to treat. And it is just years and years and years of being in the sun and not protecting my skin. And so it takes years and years and years of treating it consistently and properly to get any kind of result as far as lightening it, because it's just been years and years and years of melanocytes building up in your skin. So, you know, that's something I struggle with. That's something that I really have the past month really been hitting hard with my hydroquinone and my alpha-arbutin and my kojic acid and all of those products that are really going to be beneficial if you have hyperpigmentation. But if you are a young one, I cannot stress to you enough the importance of wearing your sunscreen. I am so proud of my 2 girls. I have a daughter that's still in high school and I have a daughter that's already graduated college, and both of them are so religious about wearing their sunscreen. and I just am so proud of them. My oldest daughter has the most gorgeous skin. It is always hydrated. It's always flawless. It's absolutely beautiful. And my youngest daughter is really following in those footsteps because she does such a good job at really protecting her skin. So that's why I wanted to do this video, because we're going into the fall, we're going into the winter, and I have some favorite sunscreens that I only like for fall and winter, because I feel like in the summer they're just a little bit too rich. They're a little bit too heavy for the hot summer months. So let me shut up and share those sunscreens with you guys. So I have some that are all across the board here. I have some that are super expensive, like stupid expensive, and then I have some that are like really, really cheap that I ordered from Stylevana. Let me start first with the one by Colorscience. Now this is the Sun Forgettable Total Protection Face Shield, and this is their Flex. And this has an SPF of 50. What I like about this is such a really cool concept as far as a sunscreen, because when you first put it on your skin, it's white. But then when you rub it in, it has these little pigmentation beads that kind of bust. And then it turns into just is that not amazing? Like, it is the coolest thing. And then it rubs into just a really beautiful tinted sunscreen. I love this sunscreen so very much. I mean, look at that. It's just absolutely gorgeous. But this one is just a little bit too thick for the summertime. You know, it's not one of those products that I can tell I have on my face. My face doesn't feel cakey or heavy when I wear this. But it's just a little bit too rich of a sunscreen, in my opinion, for the summer months. So this is always a product. I have the shade for fair, and then I also have for medium. And what I love to do, because you know, in the wintertime we can kind of lose our color because we're not out in the sun as much, I love to mix just a little bit of both of those, and it really does give me the most pretty complexion. And these are going to be almost similar to like a BB cream versus just a tinted sunscreen. I mean, you are really going to get some really good coverage with this. So I cannot recommend this enough for fall and winter months. And also this is a PA+++++. So it's really hard to find a lot of SPFs in the States that offer you that extra PA. You know, that's going to be your UVA and your UVB protectants. And it's really, really hard to find a sunscreen, especially in the States, that offer that. So the fact that this offers that is just phenomenal. And then it's going to give you that really beautiful coverage as well. Love this for the cooler months. Don't you guys just love to try to watch me be professional, and then I stumble and trip over my words? And most of the time I don't edit this out because, you know, I'm a human and a person, and I get tongue-tied and I say the wrong things, and I just think it's really important to be authentic. And so, you know, anyways, this is another one that I find is perfect for the cooler days versus the warmer days. Now, this is a fairly new product, and it's newer to me. So this hasn't come out necessarily when it's been fall or winter. But I have been using this the past week when we have had cooler mornings here in Alabama. So it's been, you know, in the high 60s, the low 70s, up until about 10 or 11. And I gave this a try, and I really, really love it. I don't necessarily know if I would love this for the warmer months, just because I wore it in the warmer months and it just kind of made my skin feel a little bit too heavy. But it's none other than the e.l.f., the Whoa Glow, the Suntouchable 30 SPF. And they say that this is a sun protection plus a makeup primer. And this one is very similar to this as far as the ingredients. Avobenzone 3, homosalate, I know I'm killing that, 9%. Octosalate 5 and octocrylene 7. So very, very close. The only difference is the homosalate in this is 9 and in this one it's 15. So really, really similar. But again, you guys know I love a tinted sunscreen, and this one is just a very, very light shade. And this one is definitely going to do what it says. It's going to give you a glow to the holy heavens. Your skin is going to glow, glow, glow. But I have found when I was wearing this in July, it just, I don't know. It felt a little bit heavy on my skin versus wearing it the past couple of weeks and just really noticing it just seems to be a lot more hydrating really than what I need in the summer. So has a very nice glow to it. Really does make the skin look really healthy, not overly shiny or anything like that. So I know for a fact that this is going to be one that I really enjoy wearing the fall and winter. They say that this is a dupe, I believe, for the Super Goop. The, I can't remember what it is. The Glow Screen, I think is what it is. I wouldn't know because I've never tried the Super Goop, but I have seen a lot of people compare this to that. And this is also, I think, $14. So you get, how much do you get? 1.69 ounces. For $14, I mean, you almost can't go wrong. Now, this does have a lower SPF than the other ones that I've shared. So this one would be really nicely if, you know, you weren't going to be out in the sun directly, but, you know, you were going to be going in and out, and you just wanted to make sure that you were getting that protection in, but you didn't need a super strong SPF. And last but not least is going to be one, I'm going to tell you guys what this reminds me of, but I get this from Stylevana. It's $7 or $8, and it is just so good. I have been using this, I guess I have purchased this maybe 3 times, and I absolutely love it for the fall and winter months. I don't know how to pronounce the brand. It's Scinic, and it's Right, All Right, Enjoy, and it's a super mild sun essence with an SPF of 50 plus. PA+++++. And it does not say the ingredients on this, but I'm pretty sure that this is definitely a zinc oxide because you can kind of tell. But this is so beautiful, you guys. So, so beautiful. It comes out almost like this. The camera's not going to pick it up, but it's almost like a light yellowy, like a light lemon color. But it is just so beautiful. Look, I mean, it just sinks into the skin almost immediately, and it just really does give you SPF protection, but it really does a beautiful job at really hydrating the skin. Now, I found wearing this in, you know, the warmer months, again, it's one of those sunscreens that would probably be fine if you just used like your vitamin C and then you didn't go in with a moisturizer and you just went in with this. But because I am a moisturizing queen, using this in conjunction with a moisturizer in the warmer months made my skin feel a little bit too heavy, versus in the cooler months, you know, when your skin is drier and you need extra hydration. It's just a gorgeous, gorgeous sunscreen. And reminds me a whole lot of the Canmake, the Mermaid Skin Gel UV. This also has an SPF of 50 plus, PA+++++. That's a mouthful every time I say it. I love this for the summer. Love it so much. But let me show you guys how similar that these are. I mean, they are just so similar. You almost cannot tell them apart. They both have that light yellow look. So this is the Canmake, and this is however you pronounce that. And both of them are just very, you know, watery gel. I mean, look at that. They're almost like identical. They're almost literally identical. The Canmake definitely does feel a tad bit more like gel form, hence the name. But as far as like the way that they perform on the skin, they're just super similar. So if you have any experience with this. I know that this is a very, very popular sunscreen. For this one, not so much. I don't see just a whole lot of people talking about this. So if you've tried the Canmake and you love it, you will definitely, without a doubt, absolutely love this. And I think it's like $7 or $8. You just cannot beat it. I think there's 50 milliliters here. So that's just a phenomenal price all the way around. I can't thank you guys enough for hanging out with me today. I appreciate it so much. I hope I was able to provide a little bit of insight for any of you that have skin that's super similar to mine, you know, like oily combination skin in the summer. And then, of course, in the fall and winter months, my skin does get a little bit more dry. So I hope I was able to give you some information. If you're looking for a sunscreen that's going to perform really beautifully on your skin, since we are finally going into the cooler months, thank you, Jesus. We are so excited. And when I say we, I mean me and my family. This week has been cooler, but the week before and the week before that, the heat index was like 113, which is just too hot for anybody. I mean, it's really like too hot for the devil. So it was just too much. So looking forward to the cooler months. And if you've tried any of these sunscreens, please leave me a comment and let me know what you think about them. If you have any recommendations and have skin similar to mine, leave me a comment. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week. I hope everybody's looking forward to the upcoming weekend, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks so much, guys.